Hello, I am Mal, and welcome to Shadowrun Hong Kong. How you doing, folks? I'm pretty excited about this one. Shadowrun Hong Kong is the third game by Hare-Brained Schemes based on the Shadowrun IP. Now, for those of you unfamiliar with Shadowrun, it is a cyberpunk / fantasy setting mashup. So what does that mean? Well, it means if you took a traditional cyberpunk setting, dark dystopian future with big megacorps that, rival the power or even are more powerful than the countries that they're in, a big smattering of technology, a disassociation of people's individual humanity, you throw in some Matrix stuff, and then you say, hey, what would happen if we returned magic to the world, including meta races like trolls, orcs, dwarves, elves, let's see what else, dragons, and all kinds of things. Then you'd have a pretty good approximation of what Shadowrun is. Now, I really enjoyed the first two games. As a matter of fact, I've got at least limited LPs of both those games on the channel, but I plan on playing Shadowrun Hong Kong all the way through. I've really been looking forward to this title. So let's jump into some character creation, and I'll try to explain some things as we go along. So, new game. Let's see. Hong Kong, a stable and prosperous port of call in the sea of chaos, warfare, and political turmoil. The Hong Kong Free Enterprise Zone is the land of contradictions. It is one of the 6 world's most successful centers of business, also one of the most dangerous sprawl sites, a land of bright lights, gleaming towers, restless spirits, and where life is cheap and everything is for sale. All right, well, sounds good. Now we have a choice between our difficulty levels, easy, normal, or hard. Our difficulties for players returning for a second playthrough or looking for a tactical challenge. I'm always up for a tactical challenge, so I will be playing on hard mode. All right, so let's see. Male or female? I'm gonna go with male. Now, I mentioned the different meta races. For those of you unfamiliar with Shadowrun, this will affect your stats. So if you decide to pick up this game, or you've already got it and you're looking for some guidance, what I would tell you is make sure that you look up what character class you want to play, what its primary stat is, and then pick your race from there. So as an example, if I wanted to be, a street samurai, which is essentially a mercenary for hire, then I know that things like body, which is how tough you are to kill, and things like quickness, which is how good I'm probably going to be with a ranged weapon, those are pretty important stats for a street samurai. So when I look at these stats, then, okay, troll, you can see a troll has a body maximum of 17, a quickness of 8. Or I could go over here to elf, a body of 9, but quickness of 11. So you just need to make sure that what you're going to want to play is going to align with your stats, because what will happen is if you, as an example, let's say I wanted to play a decker, which I am interested in playing. Could I play a troll decker? I could, but with a 6 intelligence, it is going to sort of cut off the top end limit of how far I can take skills based on intelligence. And I'll show you that in a moment when we get to it. So again, my advice to you as a new player is make sure that you identify what the primary stat is for the given role, the archetype that you want to play is going to be, and then make your race selection based on that. Okay, so humans get +3 karma, which is essentially points to spend. Karma is your skill points or stat points as well. So they get a little bit more flexibility at the beginning of the game, and then they get 9s across the board in terms of their stats. Elves are a little bit quicker, have a little bit higher karma. So if you want to play something like, for instance, a shaman, charisma, at least if memory serves me correctly, used to be the base stat for that. So, an elf could be potentially a good pick for you. Dwarves, they have a higher body. Again, body is how tough you are and how difficult you are to take down, essentially your constitution. Strength is what dictates things like melee combat damage, so they are separate stats. Just make a quick note of that. Quickness, that's essentially your agility and dexterity kind of combined into one stat. Charisma is your ability to influence others. It's also your connection to essentially the ley lines that run through the earth, or in the case of a shaman, connection to your spiritual totem. So it powers things like that. Intelligence, I think that goes without saying. And then willpower, if memory serves me correctly, is a primary stat for spellcasting or resisting spells as well. Okay, let's see. So dwarves get +2 willpower, they get +2 quickness, and then they have higher levels than a human, and then they get +1 to willpower. Orcs get +1 to body, which is a nice starting thing. Then they have a 14 body max, and they get 12 strength max, only 8 intelligence, 8 charisma, and 9 willpower. Trolls get +1 to body and strength, which is pretty tempting. Again, if you're going to go for a, kind of beat 'em up type character, or even if you're doing a street samurai that has range skills, Trolls pretty good choice, right? Okay, I, however, am going to give this a whirl as a decker, right? So these are the guys or gals that go into the matrix, project themselves into it to take over computers, and a rigger. And those are, that's the class that can control these little drones. So since they're both based on intelligence, I should be able to be a decent decker and a decent rigger. But in any case, I'm going to find out. So intelligence is important for me. So let's see. Maybe I'll just go with a human. I wasn't planning to, but... It will give me 3 more karma, or I can do orc. I don't want to have the intelligence cap there. Okay, I'll go with human, actually. Yeah, I will. Okay, I'll go with human. And then you can see here that they have the archetypes for you to choose. So street samurai, mage, decker, shaman, rigger, or physical adept. And I think the only one I didn't speak to already was the physical adept. So these people essentially focus their inner their inner chi, and then sort of power an array of different physical abilities. So they're hand-to-hand combat specialists, essentially. And that's cool, but that's not what I'm going to be doing. And I'm actually not going to pick any of these archetypes because I actually want to spend my points myself. Now, if you're new to Shadowrun and you plan on doing more than one playthrough, you might want to just select one of these. It'll make things easier for you. You just select one and continue if it's like the other games. I, however, am going to do this, which means I'm going to select my own stuff. We need a decent looking portrait here. What the heck is that going on? All right. Well, one that looks a little techish, right? These are like, I guess technically that could work. That one's pretty cool. Let's see. That's cool. I like that. Wow, there's a ton of them. Well, I don't think anybody can complain about not having enough portraits to choose from. This is pretty impressive. Wow. All right, let's go back here. There's that one that I really kind of liked. That one's pretty cool looking. I think I'm going to go with that, actually. Yep. Continue to stats. Okay, now it's just telling us that, we're going to be spending our karma, and the way that it works is you have a base total, and you will earn more as you proceed through the game, but as you buy a particular attribute or a skill that's based underneath it, whatever level that you're spending is how much it will be. So example, if I want a 2 body, then you can see it costs me 2 karma. If I want a 3, then it costs me 3 more. Pretty simple, right? Okay, so we'll just get rid of this. I don't want to spend any yet here. Let's go down to intelligence. Now you'll see this line on all of these. Okay, this tells you, if I remember correctly, that beneath this line, the attribute point. Oh, I'm trying to remember how this works. Hold on, let me see here. Let me up my intelligence. Ah, I think I remember now. Okay, now see this? I have a 5 intelligence, right? I want to grab this next level of decking. This isn't exactly how I'm going to spend my points. I just wanted to illustrate this. I can't because I don't have a high enough requisite skill to match it up. Okay, so if I get a 6, then I can grab it. But then I can't grab 7 because I'm not high enough on the baseline attribute that it's based on, right? So there we go. Now I can. So that's how that works. So what this means is that I can get up to a level 5 skill. That's what this line represents. I can get up to a level 5 skill in something, even if I don't have that great of a baseline stat. But if I ever want to get the high-end skills, which eventually you would want to, then you're going to have it. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. You're not going to be able to do it. Okay, now I am building a Decker / rigger. So everything for me is basically in here. So under body, the cyberware affinity, I don't really remember. Unlocks additional cyberware. Okay, well, I don't necessarily care about that skill. No, this is part of the improved melee combat that they put in for this game, which is cool, and I might explore that later, but just not now. I do want some body, however, because this is my physical resistance. So hit points increased by 10. Yeah, we need a couple of points of body. Quickness. Is any of this going to matter to him? It reduces chances of being hit. This only matters primarily if I want... if I want the ability to shoot something, which I don't really care about too much, I don't think, as a Decker / rigger. Increases damage value of melee attacks, also how far a grenade can be thrown. I don't think this matters at all for my character. Like, maybe I could even roll on a 1 strength. I don't see why not, honestly. If I'm just talking about stat management, I'm not going to use thrown weapons. I'm not going to use I'm not going to use any of these combat skills. So I don't think it matters. Calculate chance to hit with melee or thrown weapons. Increases damage value of melee attacks. Also determines how far a grenade can be thrown. That could have an impact. All right, we'll put a pin in that for a second. We'll come back to it. Okay, intelligence. We know that this is critically important for my character. Willpower. Spellcasting. And oh, this is the whatever. This is the physical adept stuff down here. I don't care about either of those. But this also affects resistance to certain magical attacks, such as Mana Bolt. Okay, so having some willpower probably does matter. Charisma, main component to calculate chance to hit on casting attacks. Unlocks etiquettes that affect different conversations. Oh, okay, right. Choose an etiquette. Etiquettes are known. Excuse me. Let me try that again. Etiquette is about knowing how to behave in various social situations. The right etiquette can give you an edge in certain conversations. Choose an etiquette from the list below. Choosing an etiquette does not cost karma, and each etiquette can only be chosen once. Okay, so let's do that. Choose our etiquette. Let's see. Security is useful. These are all useful, but Gang and security tend to come up the most. So I'm going to grab gang. And do I get another etiquette choice? I do if I go up to a 4 charisma. That's probably worth it then. I'm going to take security. Okay, willpower, I'll take a 3. Body, I'll stick with the 3 for now. Quickness at 3. I think I'm going to stick with a 1 strength. I don't know, part of me says I shouldn't. Alright, what if I do a 3 strength and then int? Seven int, huh? I did a 2 body. Can I get an 8? I can. Oh, wow. But I have no skill points. I have no skill points. Yeah, I don't think we want to do that. No skills to start. I don't know, actually. I could try this. Drone control. Let's see. Drone combat. And equip a different deck. Mark target. Yeah, no. I need the drone stuff, right? And the drone combat. One point of ESP control rank. Okay, so level 2 decking, 1 ESP control, 3 drone control, so I can use Class B drones with 2 drone combat. You can see here what they give you. +1 armor, then the second one gives you drone dodge 1, so that gives you +1 dodge. Okay, and then I've got a 2 body, a 2 quickness, a 2 strength. My guy is really a wuss. I mean, just... I'm gonna get hit a lot. I don't know if this is viable. It's probably not viable. Yeah, my guess is that it's not, but I'm gonna try it anyway. So my guy is a complete computer drone geek guy. Yeah. Let's try it. If it doesn't work, I can make a new guy. All right, so I'm gonna be Mal. Evelent. Oh, I can spell it. There we go. Street name. Oh, what's my street name? My street name is probably just gonna be Mal. Oh, I could say that. Malevolent. There we go.
You have one new message.
Hi. It's Raymond. I hope I have the right number. Look, I know we haven't spoken in a while, but I need your help. Remember the day I took you and Duncan off the streets? I told you that the past is just a story, that if you can just accept that, your past loses all power over you. Yeah. I was wrong. I'm on my way to Hong Kong now, to finish something I should have faced a long time ago. And I need you with me. I know we're not blood, and we didn't leave things in a good place, but you and Duncan are the only real family I have. Please, if our past means anything to you, meet me in Hong Kong right away. I'll explain more when you get here. I'm begging you. I'm almost out of time.
Hard landing. Raymond Black, the old man, gave you a home once. Took you and Duncan off the gang-ridden streets of the Barrens, sheltered, educated, slapped some sense into both, until you almost resembled productive members of society. And then you took off. Left it all behind. Let it behind bars for the time, and tried to start a new life after that. It's been 8 years since you've heard Raymond's voice. Until out of the blue, you got this cryptic message, a plea for help. Meet me in Hong Kong right away. You wired your account enough new yen to pay for the flight and then some. The descent is rough. Squall comes out of nowhere, sending a solid sheet of rain, punching into the suborbital transport. With a ragged shudder, the plane finally skids to a halt at the edge of the Chekalapkok tarmac. Okay, I probably butchered that. An hour and interminable number of emotionless security checkpoints later, you hail a water taxi to the Victoria Harbor. Hong Kong looms ahead, pulsing with energy. Okay, so Raymond raised us, and then took us and Duncan, quote-unquote Duncan. So we've got, I guess this is our sort of adopted dad, and Duncan's our brother, I guess? Interesting. Hong Kong Harbor. Stepping from the churning of the water taxi to the ponderous rocking in the docks, your stomach lurching at the transition. As soon as you're clear, the captain nods once and steers the small craft back into the harbor. Man never said a word, just handed you a worn brown duffel bag. When you stepped on board, filled with gear, some new stiff body armor, and a note, better safe than sorry. Okay, so let's see. Two figures stand waiting in the dim light. The first is an orc, lean with an in-your-face muscles and jaw made to break fists. The second an elf, one hand resting casually against her hip. Raymond Black is nowhere to be seen. Duncan. Oh, okay, it's Duncan. Well, don't you look like crap? Duncan Wu, the closest thing you have to a brother. You still haven't seen the man. You still haven't seen the man in 8 years. Still, he's charming as ever. He grins. Green's not really your color, Mal. Doesn't go with the nice new armor I got you. As you open your mouth to respond, something shifts alarmingly in your stomach, a liquid bubbling sensation. Oh, okay, I don't have a 3 body. So this is where, stats and whatnot come into play. So I made my guy kind of a wuss, so I could tough it out, but I don't have 3 bodies. This isn't an option for me anyway. I'll just say, okay, nice to see, and then bleh. Stomach lurches again. That's us tough guys. We show up and throw up everywhere. Listen, if you're gonna hurl, get it over with now. We gotta go find Raymond. Find him? I thought he'd be here. He still got that same baritone rasp he had since he was 12. Wu developed early. He never showed up. I wasn't standing around then. Where's the meeting place? Not far, just on the other side of the pier here. Carter, the woman standing behind him, breaks in. We should get going, Duncan. Head back to the meeting point in case your dad shows up. Copy that, Serge. They're wearing Lone Star body armor. Looks like Duncan Wu's gone private police. Sarge? Woman taps her chest with an armored finger. Carter. Seattle Lone Star, I'm Duncan's partner. And superior officer, she grins. I let him carry my coffee for you sometimes. Write my parking tickets, that kind of thing. Figured I could use some backup. Didn't know what raid got himself into. Wasn't sure if you were going to show up. Got something you want to say? Nope. Hey, look, I'm just glad you're here, Mal, seriously, but you're gonna need some time to get used to having you around again. It's been a while since I heard from you, you know what I mean? Okay. Yeah, I know I've been out of touch. Good lord, are we gonna get done with this conversation today? Yeah, we are, because I'm gonna keep clicking the button. Head to the meeting location. Okay, so let's see. Objective, keep the team alive. Head to the meeting location. Alright, let's go. These little arrows here indicate Oh, what's that? Hold on. Let's go over here. There's something here. Fresh construction expanding the harbor out to the water. Corporate interests could afford to create new streets. Okay. Anyway, these indicate where we need to go, so. Little orange arrows. Nothing over here? Okay, well. Oh, there we go. That's where we gotta go. Locked gate. The guard shack at the end of the pier is dark and empty. Duncan gives the gate a push. It doesn't budge. Well, that was open earlier. Looks pretty solid. Should there be someone here to let us out? Yeah, it smells a little funny, don't it? Who knows? It's Hong Kong. Not exactly sure how things work around here. Come on, rookie. Hate it when you call me that. Too bad. So what, back? Well, I was just over here. Oh, now I can... That's silly. So now I can interact with this thing? The gate is locked. Nearby control panel appears accessible. Carter pulls it open with a metallic screech that pierces your skull. Sends a new wave of pain down to your churning stomach. She examines the control panel for a moment, then throws Wu a backward glance. Looks like there's another way off the docks on the other side of this gate. Think we can bypass the lock? Okay, so here is another example of a stat-based option. So since I'm smart enough, I can just blip blip. Not that 3's that smart, really. But it's smart enough, I guess. Alright, so let's cut through here. Anything over here? For us to, like, loot or something? No. Alright. Movement! Shouting in Cantonese. Or Cantonese. Too quick to catch. Alright. 1, 2, 3. What do these guys want? Oh, group on the dock was fishing out a package of a speedboat when you surprised them. Now the package is at the bottom of the bay and the speedboat disappeared into the distance. They close on you red-faced and yelling. The light of the harbor glints off their weapons as they approach. Leader shouts something in Cantonese. You guys doing some late night fishing? Oh yeah, we're fishing for a-holes. Gonna need some better bait. All you're gonna catch with that is trouble. Seriously? Did they teach you that in rent-a-cup school? Turns to you with a smile, starting to turn on his face. Lone Star, put the guns down. Ever seen a badge like that before? Either it's fake or you're some kind of security guard. Either way, this ends the same. Oh, they got no respect for his authority. Alright, here, let's close this. Alright. Okay, so, for those of you that aren't familiar with the tactical combat in Shadowrun, let me explain it to you briefly. Just like in games like XCOM, maybe if you're familiar with that, it works the same way. There's a 2 movement-based system with cover. So, example, I could take 1 move here, or I could use 2 moves. I get 2 actions per turn. I could move all the way out here, outside of this like highlighted area, and you can see it tells me that this would cost me 1 action. And where's it at? Seems like the volume's loud. Maybe not. I can adjust it in post, I guess, if it's too loud. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So 1 action point here, and then you can see there's like a little shield there. That would indicate that I would have half cover right there. Or if I dashed over here, and you can see there's a 2 there, meaning I'd use both actions, I could run and get to full cover. Now, my guy is a rigger, so I'm going to be controlling this little drone, which works how exactly? Let's see. I'm guessing this is to control it? I don't know exactly how that works. I'm going to have to experiment a little bit. Okay, so let's zoom in. This is half cover, huh? I don't know. The flanking system in this works a little wonky too, so maybe I should actually move this way instead. Yeah, let's move here. Is this to jack in? Is this to control the drone? Ah, okay. Control mode. There we go. I'm jacked into the drone. Nice. Okay, so let's move him up here. And then can we take a shot? Yeah, 61%. Oh, mage in medium cover. Gunman in the open. Enforcer in medium cover. Light cover. Oh, I see. Okay, so yeah, this guy's got an open shield, so he's in light cover. This guy's in medium cover. He's got a half shield. This guy's in the open, so he has no shield. And then if you're behind, like I showed you earlier, like over here, this would have been full cover over here with a full shield. Let's take out the mage if we can. She's the most dangerous. Nope. Okay. Duncan, move up. Now, grouping up too close like this can be dangerous because grenades are a thing. Let's shoot the mage. 74% chance to hit. Didn't hit, huh? Okay, move over here. Now, do I want to do like a... Oh, can't do a mana ball. I need 2 AP for that. Armor? Strip armor. You know what? I think I'm just gonna power bolt. Missed, huh? Oh, they shot at the drone. Oh no, not the drone! No! Ooh, a melee guy. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. He's shooting his own guy? Man, these guys are ruthless. This guy with a shotgun just shot at his own guy to hit me. Wow. Okay, let's move my little drone. Or I could take 2 shots from here. I think I will just take 2 shots from here. Yeah. There we go. There we go, not bad at all. Okay, now. Oh, I still have an action. Oh, maybe this is why you do want some kind of a weapon. Maybe I'll have to get like a gun, some kind of gun skill. I don't know. We'll see. What's this do? Oh, I can mark a target. Right. If successful, mark a target causing 10% easier to hit. Okay, well, let's mark her then. Missed the mark. Okay. All right, burst this guy. We need him gone. Really? How do you miss at point blank range like that, dude? I mean, for real. There we go. Okay, so he's down. That's the immediate threat. Let's shoot at the mage. And if they stay grouped up like this next turn, which it looks like they're going to, I'll do a mana bolt. Or not a mana bolt, a mana ball, which is AoE. Yeah, matter of fact, let's switch to her first. Oh, wait. If I move here, that's a ley line. Yeah, this is essentially would give her additional... I don't know if it gives you additional AP or additional damage. It's like a... You know, the ley lines basically are only magic users can see them, and they're lines that crisscross. They're the power, the mana of the earth, and allows them to tap into it if they can make a close physical connection. But if I move... Nah, I better just do this. %70 chance. All right, let's try. Yeah, that was pretty sweet. All right, let's get the drone. Actually, I have a repair kit, right? Not enough AP to do it, huh? Okay. Well, never mind then. Go back to the drone. What's this ability? Basic self-repair protocol. Oh. Oh, yeah. Fix yourself up. Nice. And then shoot this guy. Okay, burst on that guy. He's toast. Okay, in the turn. Okay, drone, move up a little closer. Let me try to mark. Missed the mark. Okay. Drone, do some shooty. Pretty decent hit. And then let's take an aim shot. No. That... Okay. We'll call that a misclick. Try to shoot the guy, or... Yeah, let's just try to shoot him. That was a bad misclick on my part. Oh, what's he doing? He moved, and then that was silly. That guy to do that. Get him, drone. Get him. There we go. Oh, crit. Nice. Think those guys were triad? Not sure. Didn't recognize the tattoos. Did we get anything for that? Any loot or anything? I guess not. Huh. Alright, well. We're supposed to cut through here somewhere. Ah, here we go. Check this out. Some stuff. Legal street drug made from leaked kamikaze formula. Adds +1 body, +1 strength, +1 willpower for 5 rounds. Okay, take that. Yeah, why don't we just... So we better find another way through. Let's do that. Okay, come on. Say nothing. Let's go. Remain silent. Enough. Go. All right. So she opened it for us. Light at nearby vendor stall stabs into your eyes, triggering throbbing ache in the back of your skull. You stop short, squinting. Rough voices drift in the wind. Where's everyone else? Where's the damn shipment? Haven't seen them yet. We just got here. Lo Wei's probably waiting for us. We can't haul it out of the boat for him, that lazy bastard. Let's just hang out here. Let's find him. Looks like, on a stroll through Smuggler Central. These gangers don't know we're here. We could probably just slip past. Or we could clip them. They know we're already looking for them. While unaware, hostilities are on screen, press the unholster button to enter turn-based combat. Oh! So that's what this is. That's very cool. Well, we will do that probably at the beginning of the next one. So I hope you've enjoyed this first episode of Shadowrun Hong Kong and that you join me for others. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, I am Mal, and I'll see you later.